Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so discombobulated today, so kind of bear with me, everybody. I am trying to, gosh, I don't know what the heck I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to give you some value here. I'm trying to give you some stuff that you can use. So, all right, let's talk weight loss here. Let's talk what we need to do, taking it up a notch. What is it that you need to take up a notch? What do you need to, oh my God, there's my finger, sorry. What do you need to do in order to, like, are you kind of plateauing on something? Are you needing to do something other than, now you're going to have to bear with me here, everybody, excuse me, things falling apart. Well, that's what happens with lives. Okay, what do you need to do to take it up a notch? Are you plateauing? Are you kind of drinking, you decided to, when you first started to drink, I don't know, 4 or 5 glasses of water a day. Do you need to take it up to 8? Are you walking, 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week? Do you need to walk 4 days a week, 30 minutes? Do you need to, did you try to get rid of, flour and sugar? And yeah, it worked for a couple days and you need to kind of revisit that again. Have you been fasting? And now all of a sudden those hours are creeping closer together. So you're not really doing, 16 hours a day of fasting. You're doing 12 hours a day and you're pushing out the other. And I'll tell you that this, for me, this is a really weird thing that happens with me from my fasting. What was going on was I eat from, the quality of this video, I'm going to be right up front with everybody, is going to be horrible, but you know what? It's important. I know for me with the daylight, I don't know, for savings, whatever, however that goes, the longer days, right? I used to be able to, I eat from 12 to 8, but I notice I'm eating a little bit later because of the hours of the day. I'm out doing stuff more in the yard, or I'm out doing things, that it makes it more difficult for me to stop eating at 8 o'clock. So I've really had to look at that and say, okay, it's light out until, 8, 8:30. In the wintertime, 12 to 8 worked out wonderfully, but now I need to really begin to look at that and say, I need to shift this up. If I want to only be eating 8 hours a day, I need to kick it up a notch and say, listen, I'm not going to start eating. If I'm going to eat past 8 o'clock, it's been happening, for the past few weeks because it's so light out later that I'm doing stuff. I don't even eat dinner now till 7 o'clock. So I have to adjust to that. I have to say, okay, so I don't now eat until 1 in the afternoon, and then I stop at 9 instead of 8, because otherwise I was stretching that 16 hours to 15 hours, which was, well, then maybe, I'll go 14 hours, maybe have something until like 10 past 9 or whatever. So it's really making sure, good morning, Miss Marcy. It's really making sure that you're paying attention. The summertime, everybody's like, oh, well, it's summertime, you get to whatever. No, again, it's when you need to kick it up a notch. It's when you need to start saying to yourself, listen, this is important to me. Now more than ever, I need to be on top of this. I need to be drinking more water. I need to be, really looking at what is working, what's not working. I really need to begin to say, hey, like where are we? Like, what do I need to continue to look at to bring it to that next level? Again, are you, what's your exercise? What's going on with your exercise? Yeah, okay, we've been in, but now we're outside again. It's like, how can you add something to, my favorite, I love Peloton. Get on there. They're freaking amazing. It's free. I think it's still free for 3 months. I got a message the other day saying I had like 6 more weeks left on it. I think they're still doing 3 months free. You can take a look at, maybe just get some soup cans or something, or, like go old school here, like using, doing your arm curls, like building that muscle up a little bit. What do you need to do to kick it up a notch? You can't, if you just keep doing the same things, you're only going to go so far with it. You have to keep adding something. You have to keep on top of your shit. You got to keep figuring shit out. Every time you think you got it figured, every time you think you got something figured out, we got to readjust. Like it's what your body does. It will get accustomed to that, and then it gets a little bit lazy. And we gotta just keep repumping that. We gotta keep looking at that. Do you need to add, some of these like collagen stuff, like to your water? Do you need to add, like what do you need to do to just, like, if the same old is not working anymore and you're plateauing on your weight loss, you need to kick it up a notch. And what is it that you need to do that? So don't let yourself off the hook, especially now. Summertime. Oh, well, I'll get to it later. Well, then let's do the scenario. Okay, it's summer and the barbecues and the boats and the this and the that and everything else. Okay, and then it's going to come September, and then it's going to be, well, the holidays and this and that, and it's going to be the first of the year, and you're going to do okay for the first of the year. But do you want to be that person that waits to the first of the year and only does it for 1 month your whole life? Like, begin to look at this as how do you do this every day, like every day. How do you, and you begin to make those decisions as to how do you begin to do this every single day? How do you begin to work on this? What is it that you need to do? Keep asking yourself those questions. How do I get to that next level? Again, I don't care who you are. I go to the gym, when it was open, I'm there every single day. And it's like I constantly had to reintroduce something different because, again, even myself, I can get very habitual and I can tend to do the same thing all the time. But when you need to do something and just kind of shock your body a little bit to say, hey, wait a minute, we're not going to stay in this route. We're not going to keep doing this. Even though it's good stuff that you're doing, you have to keep reaching for that next level. So where do you need to kick it up a notch? Ask yourself that question today. All right, everybody, anybody who wants some coaching, what I'm going to do is every Monday, I'm going to put something in there saying whoever messages me first gets a free coaching session. I had an awesome session yesterday with somebody, amazing person. This stuff works. I am telling you, it's not diets. It's not doing that. It's life change. Again, that's what I always say. It's a journey to loving yourself. It's a journey to figuring out your shit for you that works for you. All right, everybody, have the best freaking day ever.